Let's go with number 10 straight away because he's due to be a Mazza. So Ibrahim Mazza is the person that we are talking about. We've seen what he's done for Leverkusen. Of course, he loves to play in his 10 position. But for Algeria, what are you expecting from him?
More of the same. I think he's really good at dictating and controlling the game. I think for Bayer Leverkusen, he's had a good, I would say a breakout year, but a year for him to say, right, this is my team and I'm going to start taking control. I think he dictates and play really well. The way his positioning is fantastic. But I'm happy with number 10. Again, how far will Algeria go? How much of the ball will they have to allow and showcase his talent? It'll be interesting, but very, very good player.
Algeria is definitely one of those nations you need to not sleep on because of what they're going to do in this World Cup. And they're
criminal.
And talking about this, the players not to sleep on, this guy's had some massive moments to share for a Man City team.
Absolutely. Criminal. Number 9. Criminal that Nico O'Reilly is number 9. Again, you're going to go, oh, you're being biased because he's English. No. He plays left back. Yeah. He plays centre mid. Yeah. And he plays both of them at unbelievably high level. We talk about Miles Lewis Skelly being one of the best. He can't lace Nico O'Reilly's boots. Nico is unbelievable. And I think he's going to go from level to level. In all the big games, you talk about big games. How was he in the Carabao Cup against Arsenal? Did he score? I thought he did. And a lot of the big games, scores goals, adds a lot to the team. I think he's going to have an unbelievable year. Him at 9, to me, is criminal. He's got to be at least in the top 3, at least.
Not many players in terms of 21 and under that's had a more 20 and sort of last 18 months or so than Nico O'Reilly. So kudos to him in terms of what he's going to do in the World Cup. Let's switch gears for someone who's on a bit of a redemption tour. Talking about heavy number 9s in terms of what the pressure that's on his shoulder. Endrick. I mean, look, he wants to be Brazil's number 9. He was brought to Real Madrid to be the number 9 of world football. This might be his breakout start moment. But remind yourself, he's only 19.
I know.
And sometimes I forget that myself.
The problem you've got as well is he's only done a body of work for half a season. And that's not his fault, obviously, because he went out on loan, he's gone to Lyon, and he's been fantastic. 8 goals, 8 assists. He does give you the strength that he can play, he can be the guy. I think what's happened at Real Madrid is a little bit like Martin Odegaard. He went in as a young player, massive amount of money. Everyone's expecting something, and then you kind of get caught up in the tornado of okay, this is Real Madrid, and now he's gone out and he's expressing himself. I think the Brazil national team is one that he could actually really assert himself in. You think João Pedro's not there? You think Neymar is there, but potentially injured as well. It just feels like there's a space and an opening for a young crop of players to come in and say, here I am, and announce themselves. You think of Endrick, you think of Rayan from Bournemouth, you think of Thiago at Brentford. Also, you got a manager who says, I've been here, I've done it, don't worry, I'll give you the rope to go and enjoy yourself. So I think he's going to have a very good year. Him at 8 makes sense because we're not sure if he's going to start.
Almost sounds a little bit poetic. Teenage star from Brazil in a World Cup. I mean, where have we seen that before in terms of that narrative? You're talking about big World Cups or big 12 months around the corner. Yandi Amande has been sensational, probably on the lips and in the minds of a lot of the top teams around Europe. This could be the breakout moment for him to showcase on the world stage what he can do.
Again, 19 years old. Pace, power, high pressing. He scores goals, he assists goals. For Leipzig, he's been unbelievable. Again, going back to the national team, may struggle to showcase his best self because team probably going to be without the ball and have to hit on the counter. But fantastic talent. I expect to see him at one of the big clubs in Europe in the next 3 to 4 months.
A World Cup can do that for you. No two ways about it.
Even his season's been frightening as well.
Frightening. I understand exactly why every team across Europe has definitely got him on their shortlist. We talk about people that's had an impressive 2026 and why form is important. Then look no further than this guy. Might not have been in terms of on everybody's radar at the beginning of the season, but definitely towards the back end, he showcased as to why the Brazilian Wonderkid is at the forefront of a lot of conversation. What is Ryan going to do in this World Cup?
And then every Bournemouth fan is going to hate what I'm about to say.
Okay.
I don't know if he can stay at Bournemouth beyond this season. And they only got him in January. 15 games, 5 goals, 2 assists. Sounds like, oh, that's okay. He's built his way in. He was everything. Every game went down the right-hand side. They gave him the ball at all costs. He's a big human being as well, by the way. He's about 6'3", 6'4". The way he moves, the pace, the power he has, but also the elegance of the national Brazilian team that you expect. Coming in on that left foot, he can shoot, he can cross. Very, very exciting young man. And I would be surprised if Bournemouth are not having offers right now. But if Brazil do what they normally do in the World Cup, which is break out and go real deep in the competition, expect a lot of people to put money in for this young man.
I love the fact that Brazil is on this redemption tour right now, being led by the Don, and all the conversations around them is everything's going to be Neymar-centric, and all of these wonder kids are coming through and showcasing what they can do. All right, let's hit the top 5 now. Watch this. Let's rattle through these, because some of these names are going to be important, and Mbappe is one. And I know when we think about PSG, you think to yourself, well, think about all the stars that's ahead of him. This is an opportunity to do it in a Senegal team, and we've seen already they're not scared in the final third.
I agree. Talented as hell. Played about 20 games his whole career. And Nico O'Reilly's at 9. This is where I have an issue.
Okay, this is good. This is good. This is where you go back against the score.
18 years of age, very talented young man. Obviously, he's at PSG. That's where they're trying to build him for. Again, will Senegal be in a position to play through the middle? He's probably going to be back up to Nicholas Jackson. So, yes, he probably will. You're talking about this right-hand side as well. He plays Ismail Assar, just won with Palace. Obviously, my ex-teammate. I think Ismail Assar is now done. But he will have a massive impact coming off the bench. So hopefully for him, he can do that. But again, at 18 years of age, just give him a bit of time to grow and develop.
Ibrahim Mbappe is no doubt about it going to be a part of an important squad, the Senegal squad that's going to be wanting to do a redemption tour for everything they've been through in the last 12 months. Now, this is one that I feel like is going underneath the radar, because if you watch the relationship between him and Erling Haaland, especially in the qualification, this guy, Antonio Nusa, was phenomenal on either wing. Versatility to be able to impact the game. Playmaking goes underrated as well. Are you really looking forward to what he's going to do in a Norway shirt?
Yeah, I think Norway are going to be an interesting team. Again, they've got a load of players that people don't know. You think to Norway, you've got Erling Haaland, you've got Odegaard, but there's a lot of young, talented players. And remember, they didn't just win their group. They blasted their group. Italy, who are known for defending, they put 8 goals past them over 2 legs. Frightening. These are a team that just score goals. And this guy is very, very important, because not only is he quick and he's talented, but you know when you talk about pace, and you go, oh, he's pretty quick. Just think he has to keep up with Haaland. And he does that. Haaland's one of the fastest players we see in world football. This guy is able to go, and Haaland knows as soon as he gets onto his left foot, he's got half a yard, it's coming.
Yep.
And Haaland, you look at Haaland at Man City, he gets so frustrated because he's waiting. And as a striker, I want, as soon as you get the ball, JD, you cross it, I know when to go, it gives me the advantage. That's the link up between these two. I think he's going to have a fantastic World Cup. I'm not unimpressed with where he is. I think that's a good placement.
I'm touting him to be the breakout star, just genuinely because of the relationship with Erling Haaland, and Norway in the final third are as good as any team you're watching in this competition. Let's go to the big 3 now, and this is what I like to see. Now we're talking about the names, that's household names that are going to now definitively talk about themselves.
Number 3.
What? I know. That's what they do, though. It's the moment. It's the time. But again, the question mark I have is...
Won the league.
France qualified, though. That final
won the league.
third.
Won the Champions League.
How many players are going to be ahead of him in terms of starting in that French team?
I agree. It's going to be difficult for him to break in. But if this is number 3...
I got some people...
I mean, obviously, he's going to be battling out with Elise on this right-hand side, which shows, obviously, the strength and depth of this French team. For me, one of the most exciting players in world football. One of the only few that still dribbles and goes at people, right foot, left foot, scores goals. The pace he has is frightening. I think he should be number 1, but... No, I'll take number 3.
I think when I look at this French team, I feel spoilt. I think back to the Trezeguet and Nelka Henry days when they were trying to find ways and to get everybody in. And sometimes you just got to let whoever's in form that day,
let them go.
Just let them go. All right, let's go to the top 2 now.
Birthday 2 days as well.
Shout out to him. Oh, now this is one I know is going to be at the focal point of the lot, because the defending champions are coming in and not coming to play. They know they're coming in with the form guides. A lot of conversations around who's going to be the starting player in the 10 position. A lot of people are suggesting that Nico Paz should be that person.
An unbelievable year for Como. We just spoke about how Como was my story of the year. He was the player of the year. Everything that was good for them attacking-wise went through Nico Paz. Question, and more of a question for the room. 21 years of age. Everyone in that squad is an older Argentina squad, because they more or less kept the same team that won them the World Cup 4 years ago. And by the way, rightly so, because they're coming back off winning. An older team, an aging team, don't like young players. We don't. We don't like young players. Not in a negative way. He has to be some player.
Yeah.
But the problem for Nico Paz is at 21, there was another guy that we've got in our team, but he was at 21, was dominating world football. And he's still doing it at nearly 40 years of age, in Lionel Messi. So he needs a lot of the ball, Nico Paz. Everything has to go through him. Unfortunately, when you play for Argentina, it only goes through one man, and that's Lionel Messi. So I think he's going to have a good, solid World Cup. I don't think we're going to see the best of him, just because, and rightly so, Messi's in the team, and Messi gets the ball whenever Messi needs the ball.
Messi, no doubt about it, will hold a lot of the responsibility for that Argentina, and rightfully so, because he's had a hell of a career, hasn't he? When you think about players that now have to put their nation on a redemption arc, Leonard Carl is one that I think as a teenager has a lot of pressure on his shoulders because of this Germany team, the inconsistencies they've shown in qualification, but also when I think about prominent players in the final third, all of a sudden this 18-year-old is at the forefront of my mind. Do you think he deserves that recognition, though? Number 3.
That's how many caps he's had. 3. So it just shows not how far the German national team has fallen, but it's in a massive transitional period because so they had 3 caps, and we're talking about an 18-year-old who we both agree in this situation will be one of the best players for Germany. They're going to have to give him a ball. They're going to rely on him a lot. He's done okay for Bayern this year in terms of when he's come in because that front three has been phenomenal. But also remember, this is also the same guy who said he wants to go to Real Madrid. He's also said Real Madrid's the team he wants to go to. The reason that is great, and I love that confidence from a young man, the only bit I don't like is you don't say that when you're at Bayern Munich in the midway and you're chasing the treble. So what's he going to say when he starts getting interviewed now? Are you the main man? Are you the best? Is he mature enough to take this ownership of being able to understand what the German national team needs as opposed to what an 18-year-old Leonard Cole needs?
I'll just tell you now, looking at his Instagram, maturity might not be the highest thing that I would give him credit for, but ability-wise...
Oh, 100%.
Oh, listen. There's no
playing in the World Cup, you got the world's press going to be asking you questions. A part of the job of being a young person in this and a talented player is you're going to be in front of the media all the time. You now need to speak for the team, not for yourself.
I like it. This is the redemption arc. This is the top 10 potential breakout stars for the up-and-coming World Cup. 10 days. It's not a long time left.